Hey friends, welcome back to Shine Through. Today we're going to be making pastini or pastina, or also known as Italian penicillin soup. And we are going to be making a big batch of it. So I'll tell you how much to make a small batch of it. And I'm making a very large quantity of it because we are going to can some and get it on the shelf. So as I do it, I will tell you, like, for making a serving for 4 people, you would use this much. As I'm doing it, you'll see me adding a lot more. Again, that's just because I'm making a big pot full, so that way we can get in the pantry. And you probably will notice my kitchen like super messy for just making pastina in this video, but I'm also teaching you how to make bread in a different video. I'm just filming them all on the same day. I'm gonna be making tomato soup that I'll be canning, so there will be like several things happening in this video, but I'm trying to do them so they're just one thing at a time and not like a huge long video showing all the things. So there will be a bread one, pastina one, and tomato soup one coming. So let's get started on the pastina, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. So here we're just gonna add our chicken stock. For this recipe, the one that you'll be following is 2 32 ounces of chicken stock, 3 carrots, 3 celery, and 1 medium to large onion. I typically use a large onion just because I really enjoy the flavor. And then you'll put those all into your stock pot. So here it's nothing fancy. All you're gonna do is wash your veggies very well, and then you're going to just chop off the ends of each of the veggies and place them into your stock pot. Depending on the size of the stock pot, you might want to cut them in half to easily fit into your blender, which will be part of one of the next steps coming up. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to have like huge veggies because you will be pulling the veggies out later to blend up. Once I'm done chopping up the veggies, I place them into a freezer bag, and I will use those later to make stocks, chicken stock, beef stock, whatever stock I'm making, and I will use those. Now that we've got all of our veggies in our pot, we're gonna bring this over to the stove and put it on a high heat so we can bring it up to a boil, and then we'll lower it down to a simmer. Place your top on so you can keep that heat in. Check on your veggies. Once you can push through the carrot, you'll know that it's time for the next step. Right about here, once I know that my carrots are ready to be pushed, I will start making my orzo pasta in a separate bowl, because if you do it in the same bowl, it'll soak up a lot of your broth, and you don't want to do that. You want to have a nice broth with your orzo. So now it is time to blend. We are going to add in each veggie, and you can blend it in between so that way you don't put too much in there and burn yourself. You're gonna wanna do a little bit at a time and keep blending it down. So you got all your veggies blended up. You're gonna pour it into your broth. Don't waste any of that. Scoop out a little broth, put it in your blender, and then blend that up and pour it in. Get all of the yummy in there. Stir it up. Once your orzo's done, you can either add it to your broth like I did here, because we're gonna end up finishing this pot, or you can keep it on the side and add it to the broth so you can really have control over how much orzo you have in each bowl. But here is how I like to do it. So I put the broth and the orzo. And then I take some grated cheese and I grate the Parmesan cheese over the top. And we're cheesy people, so we like quite a bit of that. You can sprinkle with some parsley flakes if you would like. I don't typically do this, but I did for today just to make it look pretty. Louis, look at those pieces of parsley. And voila, there you have it. I hope you enjoy your pastina. If you liked today's video, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. Next, we'll be making tomato basil soup or sauce, depending on how you want to use it. Bye, friends.